Q&A time on the CU podcast.
I can do one.
I
I can do one. I'm done. I'm shivering.
This is from at Darth Rook. What is 1 hour video game fun worth to you? $1, $2, $5. So this is interesting just because I never thought about what my entertainment time is worth.
So I always try to, like, when I look at it, I try to figure out, like, for instance, if I'm having fun with a good video game, I try to look at the original release cost of it and how many hours I've put into it and divide it out and see, what it is. And, most of the time it equals out, for an average modern game, you're averaging out to about $2 to $1 an hour.
If it's a 60-hour game or 50-hour game.
So I feel like that's probably a pretty good way to look at it, at least to create some sort of base. Because, I mean, where would you start for a base? You look at something like that, and you look at the average number of hours people put into games, and you kind of divide it out that way. To me, it depends on the kind of fun I'm having and what it is. Fun is not just fun. There's all sorts of, ways you can enjoy yourself. So, for me, it would be anywhere from, $2 to play this game for an hour, or $25 to go to a show, or $50 to go to a show, and that's like $25 per hour. So
this is asking about video game fun specifically.
Video game.
So
fun
they're looking for you to say what to you is worth it. So
$2 to $3 an hour.
See, I'm more loosey goosey about it. I'm more if I play a game for 10 hours, and
it's true.
If I spend $10 on it, if I had a good time, that's fine. Then again, that's $1 an hour, I guess, still.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I've never thought about it in this way.
It's an interesting question.
Just because video games you can always go back to.
Right.
Other forms of entertainment, like going to the movies, at this point you spend $20 going to the lot with the surcharge, and that's 2.5 hours, maybe 3 hours with trailers. Right. When you go see something like Infinity War. So 3 hours for $20. Did I have fun? Was it a good time out? Then $8 an hour is perfectly fine.
Right.
I've gone to I've gone to orchestra stuff for video games. I went to the Zelda orchestra that was here a few years ago for Breath of the Wild, which was great. And that was like $50-$60, and that was only like 2 hours, 2.5 hours. That was well worth it. That was worth $30 an hour or $25 an hour, because that's almost a once in a lifetime experience. You're going to see a play. That could be $40. You can go see Mamma Mia on Broadway for Valentine's Day. It could be $100 or $150, and that could be worth it if you're having a good time. It depends, I guess, what your budget is and how you value what your time is being spent for. So for video games, to me, it's a tough question, just because it's also tough because I don't know if this means for new games or old games. Because old games you can buy a fucking Little Samson for $1,000, and maybe it takes you an hour and a half to beat it in an hour. And is that worth $1,000 for that hour? Probably not. I gotta say no, especially if you can play it on an emulator for free. So, it's a tough question to ask. I think, though, this is probably how Steam games and digital games are more being treated in terms of, I guess, people playing them. I guess. I don't know how many 60-hour indie games are out there.
Sure.
But I would think those would cost more than a quick pick up and play like Speedrunner, or Free Runner, I should say. Like it's like whatever, $4.99, and you get some fun out of it for 10-15 minutes and you're done.
Right.
So